These are the 1.5 Part 2 video notes. So we're going to talk about some more terms and definitions. So the angle addition postulate basically says if P is the interior of RST, interior means inside, then the measure of angle RST is equal to the sum of the measures of angle RSP and PST. So basically, this big one is equal to these two little ones added together. So if this one is 30 and this one is 35, that means the whole angle is going to equal 65. You can take the two pieces, add them together to get the big one. All right, so if I'm looking at the first question, it says the measure of angle FGB, so FGB is this guy. Oh, we have to find FGB. If we know oh, that's an error right there. HG, let's see what this one's supposed to mean. Okay, we know that BGH is 54. And we're going to say that this is supposed to say, let's say HGF. We're going to say HGF. So HGF, so the whole thing is going to be 105 degrees. We got to find FGB, so this is what we're looking for. I don't know what that one is. So what I do know is that the whole thing, if I have the little piece plus the little piece, is equal to the big piece. And then we just solve. Subtract 54, subtract 54. So x is equal to 105 minus 54. And we end up with 51 degrees. So the measure of angle FGB is equal to 51 degrees. All right. Looking at the next one, I know this one's a 90-degree angle, so the whole thing is equal to 90 degrees because it has the right angle mark here. So this piece plus this piece equals 90. So x plus 68 is equal to 90 degrees. Subtract it, you get x equal to 90 minus 68, and you get 22. So x equals 22 degrees. For this next one, I see a straight line. Straight lines equal 180 degrees. And also, I can do that half circle right there. So half circles equal 180 degrees. So the number that I don't know, plus 56, is equal to 180 degrees. Subtract your 56. So you get 180 minus 56, and you end up with 124 degrees. That's what F is. Okay, so this one, so given that EFG, so EFG, the whole thing is a right angle, and you can tell that because of this little symbol. So the whole thing is equal to 90 degrees. Find the measure of EFG and HFG. So find the insides. So once again, this piece plus this piece equals the whole piece. So 2x plus 2 plus x plus 1 equals the whole piece. So two pieces add together equal the whole. Now we just solve it like terms. So 2x plus x is 3x. 2 plus 1 is 3, equal to 90 degrees. Now we just solve. So 3x equals 87. Then we're going to divide by 3, and you get x is equal to 29. Now notice my question does not ask me what x equals. It asks me to find the measure of EFG and HFG. So EFG, E to F to G, is this guy right here, 2x plus 2. So we're going to plug in x to where the x goes. So 2 times 29 plus 2. Type that in your calculator. 2 times 29 plus 2 is 60. HFG, so H to F to G is this one right here, x plus 1. So this is x plus 1. So I'm going to take 29, plug it in. So 29 plus 1 is 30 degrees. Which makes sense, though, because if one angle is 60 and the other angle is 30, it should add to 90, because the whole thing was a right angle. All right, so now we're going to talk about this word bisect. An angle bisector is a ray that divides an angle into two angles that are congruent. So a bisector cuts an angle into two equal angles. So ray YW is going to be the bisector, and it means it's going to cut X, Y, Z into two equal angles. So this angle and this angle are congruent. So in this one, I got to draw a picture so I can figure out what it looks like. It says QS, ray QS, bisects angle PQR, and it tells us some more information. So let's just start with the angle. So I know it has an angle. Okay, so it's P, Q is in the middle, so it's on the vertex, R, so we have PQR. We know QS, the ray QS, is the bisector. It cuts it in half. So this angle and this angle are congruent. It says PQS. PQS is this angle in here is 24 degrees. Find PQR. So PQR is the whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out how much the whole angle is. Find the whole thing. Well, let's think about it. If this cuts the two pieces in half, if this is 24, that means this is also 24. So the measure of angle PQR is equal to 24 plus 24, which equals to 48 degrees. Try the next one. It says BD bisects is the bisector of ABC, so ABC. So BD, this line, cuts this angle in half. So let's make sure we mark that. You always want to mark what you can. So because this is my bisector, that means this angle and this angle are congruent. If you notice real close, it also shows this angle and this angle are congruent. So we got to pay attention to that. It says ABC is 80 degrees. So ABC is 80 degrees. The whole thing is 80 degrees. So from here all the way to here is 80 degrees. So my goal is to find DBE. So if I know the whole thing is 80 degrees, but I also know this is a bisector. So that means if I just draw it out a little bit different so don't get confused. So here's B, here's D, here's C, and here's A. If the whole thing is 80 degrees, that means this piece and this piece are 40 degrees. So this is 40, and then the whole thing is 40. Now, because each one's 40, now look, here and here are also equal. So if this whole piece is 40, then each one of these pieces has to be 20. So find the measure of DBE. D to B to E is this angle in here, and that is 20 degrees. So the measure of angle DBE equals 20 degrees. All right, let's try another one. BD bisects ABC. So once again, let's mark what we know. BD bisects it, so this angle and this angle are congruent. So I know that ABC is equal to 2 minus 16x. So ABC is the whole thing. So the whole thing is equal to 2 minus 16x. Because this is the ray that bisects it to two equal pieces, if this one's 2x plus 81, that means this one is as well. So I can say 2x plus 81. So 2x plus 81 plus 2x plus 81 equals 2 minus 16x. And we solve for x plus 162 equals 2 minus 16x. Add 16x. 20x plus 162 equals 2. Subtract 162. So you get 20x is equal to negative 160. Okay, and this comes out as a negative. That's not going to help us very much now, is it? Okay, so let's see if it works. So we divide by 20, x is equal to negative 8. Let's find out, does it work? If we plug it back in, do we still get a positive number? Because we want to make sure. DBC. So DBC is this angle right here. I'm going to plug it into 2x plus 8. So 2 times negative 8. 2 times negative 8 plus 81. So negative 16 plus 81. You end up with 65 degrees. It works. Okay, so that angle is 65 degrees. The next one, if I know these two are equal, then we're going to set them equal to each other. So I got negative 3x minus 2y equal to 9x minus 6y. So they're equal to each other. We set them up. But if you notice, these have x's and y's in them. So that means we have to do a system. Solve a system. I also know that ABC is 54 degrees, so the whole thing is 54 degrees. So each one's 54, if the whole thing's 54 degrees, that means this piece is 27 and this piece is 27. So we actually, that's an easier way of doing it. You have two right there. I can say this equals 27 and this equals 27. Minus 3x minus 2y equals 27 degrees. 9x minus 6y equals 27 degrees. Now remember, in a system, I need to get the same number, only opposite. So I got to change this one to a positive 9. And I end up with negative 9x minus 6y equals 27 times 3 is 81. Then I get 9x minus 6y equals 27. Add them, now they cancel. I get negative 12y equals 81 plus 27 is 108. Divide by negative 12, and you get y to equal negative 9. Okay, plug it back in. So I'll plug it back into this guy here. 9x minus 6 times negative 9 equals 27. So 9x plus 54 equals 27. Subtract 54. 9x equals 27 minus 54 equals negative 27. And you divide by positive 9, you get negative 3. So find x and y, you get negative 9 and negative 3 to be your answers for x and y.